Welcome to Hot Tea and MTG. We're going to open some booster packs. Now, I don't have a whole box because, hey, money's tight and boxes are expensive. But what I do have is 4 packages of Core Set 2019. And just because I'm sentimental, 1 package of Dominaria. Dominaria came out before I got back in to the game. So I feel like I kind of missed out on this set. So let's take a look. But we're going to start with our Core 19 stuff. All right. Carefully out of the package. Mighty Leap. All right. This is interesting to me. This is a good indicator of how Magic the Gathering has changed over the years. Because when I started, we had Counterspell for 2 blue mana. I'm sorry, this is not focusing very well. But the price has increased. It is now 3 mana if you want to counter anything. Otherwise, get out of here with that, you scrub. Gearsmith Guardian. Nice little artifact creature there. Smelt. Some good bulk to help build my decks with. Target player puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard. There we go. Even the way the cards look, the way they're framed, looks completely different from back in the day. Alright, and now we're getting to the back of the pack where the good stuff is. Menace. This creature can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Red and black. You know what? My son would dig this. My son is trying to build black, red, and green simultaneously to a single deck. I think he could use that. We got Remorseful Cleric, Foul Orchid, and a token. And that's it. Alright. I've noticed when other people do these, they always tend to sort them. I do that after the fact. We're drinking a little chai today. I woke up with a cold yesterday morning, and today, being the second day, it was just amplified by 1,000 times. The hot tea feels really good on my throat. Alright, we've got a second cancel spell, which is great. I'm aware that now decks are built with the singles market. Like buying packages like this and building decks based on what's in your package is not really the way it's done. But I'm old school. I'm still into the singles market, but look at that. Target player loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. Really digging that artwork. Anyways, I'm old school. I'm still gonna have to adapt, but I'm enjoying opening the packages. Haste. You know what's interesting? I know what haste is, but there have been several of these abilities that in the old days, back in 4th edition, they used to like spell out completely, and haste is a good example. So I've had to do a lot of looking stuff up in order to figure out some of the more modern cards. Leonin War Leader. Then we got a Forest and a Thopter. That's the second pack. 2 more of Core 19. Now this is eerie. Oh, having a little bit of trouble getting this one open. We're starting off with another cancel. Common beyond common, I have to think. Please focus. Can we focus a little bit better than that? I don't know. I don't know why it's so hard to get a good focus. I have to put it off frame? Oh well. There we go. Hostile Minotaur. Knight's Pledge. A good buff spell there. Anticipate. That's some pretty sweet artwork too. When this creature dies, draw a card. More flying stuff. I used to love to build flying decks. And a good flying deck can really make people upset. At least it could back in the day. I have to assume it still works that way. Spark Tongue Dragon. More flying stuff. Quite a hefty cost. 5-drop for a 3/3 flyer. Alright, we're getting back to the rare spot. Prodigious Growth. 7/7 and trample. That's pretty sweet. And an island. And a bat. Also, here's another thing about modern Magic the Gathering that I find hilarious, is the whole idea of printing the token cards and making them something that you collect. I never would... You know what we used to use for token cards in 1995 and 96? We used to use Pogs. I never really... I mean, I played Pogs like for one summer when I was a little kid, but we bought them for many years after they stopped being popular because we would use them as tokens in Magic the Gathering. And when you would want to tap a creature, you would just flip the Pog over. Scholar of Stars. When it enters the battlefield, if you control an artifact, draw a card. Let's see. More card drawing. Dwarven Priest enters that. Can you see that at all? I'm really going to work on this. You got to bear with me. It was my first opening. Destroy target creature with flying. There you go. There you go. That's how you deal with me, guys. Mind Rot. Target player destroyed. Wall of Mist. Here's an oldie. People talk about Core 19 as if it's trying to touch the nostalgia bone, right? I heard Rudy say that like a million times. Wall of Mist is one of the few cards I've seen that actually does that. The whole idea of calling in a defender, that's new. We didn't have that. They just called it wall, and that was enough in 4th edition. It was a wall. It wasn't a defender. It was just a wall. Prevent all damage. Here's another one. Classic spell that has grown in price. We've got Root Snare for 2, right? It's a 2-drop. We used to have, what was it, Fog and Undergrowth? We had 2 cards that did this same thing. They were both 1-drop. So we have basic spells that have been around forever, but now they're more expensive. Electrify, 4 damage to target creature. Walking Corpse. Some of the just basic 2-drop 2/2. I feel like if you've got a 2-drop 2/2 in your deck and there's no special ability, either it's something to do with the format being limited, or you're messing up, because there's got to be 2-drop 2/2s that have some sort of special power. Something, right? Gift of Paradise. Oh man, that's good stuff. The Arcane Encyclopedia, which interestingly enough, I bought this in the singles market. And I got... I was going to say I guess that's a mistake, but no, I don't think it is, because now I've got 2. Psychic Symbiont. Here we go, blue-black again. And the Dark Dweller Oracle. Sacrifice a creature, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Good stuff. Then we got a dual land. Can't get enough dual lands. My goodness. And the Elf Warrior. One of these hilarious tokens. My goodness. Can we please focus a little bit? I'm so sorry. I promise I'll figure this out and do better. It's got an advertisement on the back. That's an advertisement. That is... You know what? Why do the tokens have to come from Wizards of the Coast? Is that like a scandalous thing to say? I looked at custom tokens online. I think those the custom tokens I think would be sweeter. Like when I was a kid, I used to have a Thallid deck. Thallid was a creature from, I can't remember what set, but every 4th turn it would put out a Saproling counter, a 1/1 creature. So I would put out 4 of these Thallid monsters, and then I'd have an army of Saproling creatures unless they could be dealt with. Those were good times. So this is Dominaria. We'll see what this one has. I'm probably not going to buy any more Dominaria. I just wanted one, you know? Frenzied Rage. Healing Grace. Let's see what else we got. Relic Runner. Can't be blocked if you cast a historic spell this turn. See, this is where I run into trouble, because I don't know what a historic spell is. Do you guys? I gotta look that up. Creatures you control contain first strike until end of turn. one drop that lets you draw a card. Who cares about the to play this on your first turn if you don't have a monster? That's not too bad. We got a 2/3, 3-drop with a kicker. Drudge Sentinel. Now that is awesome artwork. Am I right? Spooky, scary skeletons. I love it. It's good stuff. Mammoth Spider, because Giant Spider just isn't big enough. Awesome. Feral Abomination. Death Touch is another. Now, Death Touch was around towards the end for me, but I still had to look it up. I played some Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalkers on Steam, and there were a couple of cards with Death Watch in that series as well, but I still had to look it up. Because I don't see it, it's not something that you see too often. Here's a question. Land Walk, is that still around? Maybe cards like Island Walk, or if the opponent controls any islands, they can't be blocked. Broken Bond. Academy Journey Mage. That's sweet artwork. Nature Spiral, return permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. That's a sweet one. Final Parting. And here's the rare. Primeval's Glorious Rebirth. Return all legendary permanent cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Incredibly overpowered. And now that is a high cost, but by the time you're able to play this, you could have a graveyard that is stacked full of such cards. Arvad the Cursed, I guess. And an island. Now, that is a sweet looking island. The artwork there is very nice in my opinion. And I think the artwork on the basic lands, I think is a big deal. Hey, and there's a Sapperling. I was just talking about those. Well, I got one. So that's my my first booster unboxing or package opening. I've only bought packages one other time, and this has been my best drop so far. I picked this up, not the first time I opened a package, but after recording the first booster in 10 years, I went out and bought a couple cards, and that was in my first Core 19 package. So you know how it goes. The first time you open one, you get something really good, and then you're hooked. And that's it, guys.